You crying? You know it's okay to cry. They say it clears your skin.
Are you crying?
No. I don't think so. I'm fine with my complexion. Right. So we best get going.
Yeah.
Which direction?
The obvious one, of course.
Yes, of course. Marissa.
No.
Are we going to go on this cruise or are we going to our son's funeral?
You want to go to our son's funeral after he tried to outrun a bullet train on 80 milligrams of heroin.
He's our son.
You want to go to our son's funeral after he tried to outrun a bullet train on 80 milligrams of heroin.
He wouldn't go to our funeral. I think we should go to his.
You think he would have died by falling off a ledge or setting a house on fire or getting in a fight with a homeless man?
I hope not. I taught him karate.
You taught him karate?
Hell yeah, when he was like 5.
Wooly, he broke a kid's leg when he was 5.
That was 14 years ago.
Through elementary to middle school, he was known as the kid who broke Peter Darnelli's leg. And the best part of the experience was that he was thought to be a karate prodigy. But that's not even true because his father taught him.
You know, I think karate's like a double-edged sword. It can be used for good.
Why would you give a 5-year-old a double-edged sword?
You're blaming me? When he was 7, he peed on your brother's casket. It was rosewood, very expensive.
It was the first time he wore a belt. And my brother was such an incredulous pig with a repulsive face that would make anyone urinate.
Yeah, but he also stuffed a potato in his professor's exhaust pipe.
He wanted to do a smog test, and Mrs. Penderson drove a Toyota Matrix that looked like shit.
Are you saying he tried to outrun a bullet train high on heroin because I taught him karate?
I don't know what I'm saying. We're going to be late to the funeral.
So you don't want to go on the cruise?
Do you remember Jeannie?
Yeah, she had ugly socks. She broke our son's heart, led him into a week of starvation, weeping, bad poetry, and heroin.
She didn't. One day she'd come over to visit and have dinner with our son. When she saw me, she greeted me with a sweet smile and said, "Hello, Mrs. Godwin." I smiled and responded. But in that moment, there was something so terrible about her smile, Wooly. A smile that only one so loving and naive and well-intentioned as her could have. Seeing her smile, I could only think about the urine on my brother's casket, the kid's broken leg, the snake he brought to gym class, Mrs. Penderson's lungs, how he accidentally snuck a real sword onto a flight.
Ah, God damn it.
So many stories about our son. And when I saw that smile, it reminded me of all the things I would never have. It was hell for me. Without preface, I told her to leave, and her smile faded. We've raised the loneliest son, Wooly.
I'd like to think that nurture is a double-edged sword. Why can't we just be a loving couple on a cruise?
But we're parents.
On his 18th birthday, we didn't teach him to run away after we caught him trying to steal our life savings. We didn't teach him that. It's a double-edged sword.
Find a better better metaphor.
I loved you more when he left. And I love you most now that his train-slaughtered, heroin-infested bodies in a wooden box he'll never urinate on. And I like my metaphor, and let's go on the cruise.
If the ship sinks and we go down with it, will we join our son in hell?
He called you a cunt.
You taught him karate.
You pushed Jeannie away.
I'm sick of your
I'm
shit.
tired of myself.
You sound just like him.
Oh, I don't want to be like our son.
He'd go on the cruise,
I know.
but at least you won't be alone. We're wretched parents.
I love you.
I love you too.